What is going on, guys? Welcome to the video for WWE Over the Limit 2011. Rey Mysterio taking on the improved R-Truth, ladies and gentlemen. Now, that is the truth. Now, honestly, I am finally glad R-Truth is getting a heel turn. I think this shit has been way far overdue. And I'll tell you, R-Truth keeps getting sent down the shit pile. He's kind of like MVP. He's like all the other superstars that start to get a push, and then they just get shit on. And I am sorry, but it just pisses me off. The WWE misuses R-Truth. Now that he's actually finally starting to turn heel, it makes sense. He's great as a heel, plain and simple. Now, he's got to get an entrance theme song. You know, I'm not a huge fan of him just walking out. That needs to change. But as far as R-Truth goes, why he picked Rey Mysterio, I'm not quite sure. You know, he had something going with John Morrison. Of course, John Morrison is out getting neck surgery. You know, so there's really no point at this pay-per-view for R-Truth to lose. Now, if R-Truth loses, it'll be one hell of a match, and Rey Mysterio will barely pick up the victory, and R-Truth will probably beat the shit out of Rey Mysterio. That way, you know, it builds up when John Morrison finally does come back and R-Truth and John Morrison face off. You know, you have a pretty, you know, decent opponent for John Morrison. I really don't know. As far as scenarios goes, I either see R-Truth winning or Rey Mysterio barely winning and getting beat the shit out of afterwards. You know, I know the WWE, Rey Mysterio has been on kind of a ride. I'm really glad they didn't pick up the Alberto Del Rio Rey Mysterio feud. You know, they already duked it out on SmackDown. Of course, a lot of Raw viewers don't watch SmackDown, so they probably may have missed it. And that's where at first I thought they were headed with this feud. You know, the whole little Chihuahua thing, Mexican on Mexican. And not to sound like a Mexican orgy here, but I wouldn't have liked that too much. And they did 3 matches, I believe. 1 or 2 at a pay-per-view, and then they had the 2 out of 3 falls matches, and Alberto Del Rio picked up the victory in that match. So I am overjoyed that, you know, they're not going back to that. At the same time, though, I almost would have preferred to see an R-Truth versus Alberto Del Rio. It really wouldn't make sense, though, because from the rumors I've been hearing, Alberto Del Rio is slated to face John Cena at SummerSlam. That's just kind of the rumor mill going around. And for some of you guys that, you know, watch and you're not a huge fan of rumors, I may have spoiled it for you. But I do think Alberto Del Rio versus John Cena would be a hell of a feud. I like both of them. You know, I'm not the whole cocky arrogance thing, that Alberto Del Rio has, he's the perfect heel. Excuse me. I don't see him turning face anytime soon. And, you gotta have a heel versus a face. I mean, I know they're doing a face versus face with Christian and Randy Orton. I see a heel turn coming from that. Here, you have R-Truth, who's been on a rampage. Rey Mysterio, who's kind of been fluttering. You know, ever since everything that's been happening on SmackDown, when he finally came over to Raw, you know, he's been getting some victories, like a tag team match. It seems like they really don't know what to do with him. You know, now that he's on Raw, I really don't see who he can compete against, because Sin Cara, Chavo, you know, some of the high flyers, the luchadors or whatever, they're on SmackDown now. And so I'm a little sad. I really am. I'm going to say R-Truth goes out and picks up the victory here. If he doesn't, Rey Mysterio is barely going to win. He's going to get the shit beat out of him. What do you guys think? Is this a match you're looking forward to? My name is Tubby, Facebook.com/TubbyEmu for more information regarding the pay-per-view. Peace!